some common ground. They're going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his line. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get first crack at Bengals flexed on their boot rivals the last time these two met and won it easily.
LSU made an example of Arkansas the last time they played. We talked to a lot of LSU fans, and they said, we think about Alabama, we think about Georgia, we think about Ole Miss. They took little brother Arkansas to the woodshed the last time they played.
And I can just tell you, as a fan of the sport, when you hear that little brother, that ticks me off. So I know it ticks off Arkansas Razorback fans, and they want some revenge, and they want that boot.
Jackson gonna throw it. Here's the pressure. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll try the run. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Makes the catch right at the 50. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks joined the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
Turning it on! Past the 50, the 40. He's in the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. He'll try to do it again on this one. They'll go to the toss. He's in open space downfield. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on one of them.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and he can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Graves. Finds the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's loose. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do. Because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying,
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside and try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Graves. Good timing on the quick out. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Looking downfield on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a Golden Boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the line.
Offense changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set it down, continue to wear on this defense.
It's complete to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
A waste of time.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Caught, close to the marker, it's Green. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The inside handoff. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Scanning the field, it's Graves. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field. And long. From the gun, wants to pass. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears. They're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. To the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Give on the counter. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man. it's Greaves. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barry. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Lost to throw again. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return. Hornet, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
he is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snap it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Line getting set on second down. Jackson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback making checks. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jackson gonna throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. His man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Makes a move. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks.
And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that 1st half momentum rolling. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Gets it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it. Downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Turns it loose deep. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Motion from the wideout. He leaves it with his back. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. From the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Jackson will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted! Oh, what a play!
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter. This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Hill. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's got it! Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a way.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure coming. Oh, better look out. Gotta protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback deal.
Turning it on!
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running. It generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Find space on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart. Constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. Check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Fresno State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Bulldogs all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 19 over San Diego State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw, it's Graves. Grab near the sticks, it's Green. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. chunk inside the 25, and they're sent up with a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass, it's Graves. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know about something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
After the misfire, it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Dumps it to the back. He's got him this time. And he motors into... They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense.